All right, well, bear with me because I'm using screen capture on a phone to record this, but I'm making a relevant point to the power of the people by showing you this clip about System of a Down.
System of a Down toured nonstop and then entered the studio to work on their follow-up to their highly successful debut album. Once the album was completed, the band wanted to do something special for their fans, who catapulted them to fame around the world. It was then on September 3rd, 2001, where the band decided to unveil the new album at a free open-to-the-public concert in a parking lot in Hollywood. The band expected about 3,500 people to show up to the free gig, and they had accommodations in place to make that happen. But unfortunately, System underestimated their popularity, with a whopping 7,000 to 10,000 fans showing up to this concert, overwhelming security in place and leading law enforcement to shut down the gig unexpectedly. The cancellation took place just before System...
Well, let me just say right now that they don't make it clear right here whether or not the police overreacted, whether or not there was actually any kind of issue that they had to contain, or whether or not they just did it because they wanted to do it because they weren't okay with the size of the crowd and that intimidates authority. So was there an actual issue? Were they being rowdy, or were they just afraid of the people? That's something that's not made clear here, but it's a point to keep in your mind.
Were expected to take the stage. There was no announcement made to the crowd, which led them to become quite upset. Fans waited in the crowd for more than an hour, not knowing that the show had been called off. After the extended wait time, crews began taking down the large banner behind the stage, which infuriated fans in attendance. It was at this point where chaos began to take hold at the show. Fans rushed the stage and destroyed an estimated $30,000 of System of a Down's touring equipment. A near riot occurred. People were throwing rocks at police, breaking windows, and even knocking over porta potties.
Okay, now it's that point where you see the power of the people, right? The power. Granted, they're doing something that's riotous, and they're doing it and they're destroying things. But that's the point. I think the point that I'm making here is, if you can start that much shit just over something as dumb as a concert, can't you muster up that amount of energy to fight something like tyranny when they're trying to stick needles in your children's arms, and they're forcing you to wear masks, and they're closing your businesses, and they're trying to kick out a duly elected president? What the hell is going on with us? Look, this is what we can do. This is what we can accomplish. We can overpower security. We can overpower police officers. We have the numbers. And that's my point here. Something as stupid as a concert. I'd be pissed too if I was there for an hour. Nobody told me that the band had been, or that the concert had been canceled, and it wasn't even the band's fault. Yeah, it sucks that it was their equipment that they lost, 30 grand worth of and all that good stuff. But my whole point here is, if you direct your energy of all of us at the right things to accomplish the task we need to accomplish, we will roll over any type of tyranny and smash it into the ground and make it into a grease spot.
Stated that the incident lasted 6 hours and 6 arrests were made. Regardless of this incident, System of a Down's
out of 6 hours of rioting, only 6 arrests were made. That goes to show just how intimidated the police officers were. They didn't grab all of them. That's another point to see here. They didn't take everybody down. Everybody's so fearful of retribution by authority. But look at all of those 10,000 people, all of them pissed off, all of them doing something aggressive, and only 6 people got arrested. Only 6 people were bad eggs.
Album Toxicity released to critical acclaim. The record debut...
Well, there you go. And that's all I had to say about that. Think about this stuff, guys. We can make it happen.